Welcome to the Midwest Sheep and Goat Market Report on the Rural Radio Network. I'm your host, Clay Patton. Glad to be back talking with you. Thanks for your patience over the last couple of weeks as we talked to our former sponsor there, Moline Seed and Fence, talking with Carrie Moline, learning about how things are going on their goat operation as well in central Nebraska. But as we come back, let's actually look at some markets here coming in on the last full week of July. That is coming in July 29th. The Midwest Sheep and Goat Market was mixed by most accounts. Southern and Western markets reporting a $10 to $15 a hundredweight increase in most classes of slaughter stock. Now, coal stock as well saw some really good bumps, especially when it comes to some of the ewes and does. Meanwhile, northern and eastern markets, and when I say eastern markets, I'm talking about East Midwest, so that would be like Iowa, Illinois, Minnesota into there. Those markets about $15 to $20 a hundredweight back on the wool slaughter lambs. Hair lambs were about $10 to $1,500 a weight lower. Slaughter goats, so $10 to $20 a hundredweight lower as well, coming back from the previous week. Volume, though, is returning here to the late summer market. Sales are looking to resume at a fairly regular pace again. So it kind of looks like we're getting out of the summer doldrums and we're starting to ramp up for that late summer market, which will transition to a fall market where we typically see from a seasonal perspective, prices want to pick up, start picking up there towards Thanksgiving, and then really pick up through December and first of the year before we typically top out somewhere around in February. Now, part of this possibly ethnic market driven, but it is a little early. The looks like on the holidays to keep in mind, though, from a marketing perspective, Prophet's birthday is set up September 26th through the 27th. Rosh Hashanah is set up September 15th through the 27th as well. Overall, though, the market has held up much better this summer than it did a year ago, and we saw that glut of heavy wool lambs come in. That really started to push things back as well and just kind of made it a tougher market from that perspective. Now, from the broader economic picture, interest rates continue to rise, which may make it tougher, unfortunately, for some ranchers to be able to do business, depending on how heavy they are on borrowing money in their operation, but it makes the cost of business cost more. So as well, consumers, though, are spending and they're keeping up with it. Latest GDP or gross domestic product data out in the U.S. shows personal consumption expenditures are up 1.6% in the second quarter of 2023. Now, in comparison, that is down from the first quarter's 4.2% growth, but it's still better than what analysts were expecting at 1.5%. So it shows even with higher interest rates, worries about recession, the economy, and all that, consumers are buying what they want to and they're willing to spend a little bit more. That is very positive for the sheep and goat market from a consumer perspective. Now, retail beef prices continue to be strong as well. That's likely helping keep sheep and goat more competitive at the meat counter as well. Now, this week it has been tremendously hot in areas that hadn't been as hot. Of course, you go to the southern plains, they have been hot for a while. So drought still not completely out of the picture. Forage concerns coming into the year still not out of the woods on that front yet either. So it's still plenty in mind for ranchers to keep as they think forward as well, how they want to, where they want to be in their operation. Maybe they still coal stock. Who knows on that one. So it also doesn't show that we're done shrinking the herd just yet either. Now here's some highlighted quotes on the week as we go to Centennial Livestock in Colorado. 4 head of 84-pound slaughter goats brought $304 a hundredweight or $255 a head. Centennial also sold 14 head of 101-pound goat withers for $292 a hundredweight or $295 a head. Kelowna, Iowa sold 22 head of 92-pound slaughter wool lambs for $173 a hundredweight or $159 a head average. Upper end of these lambs bringing $182 a hundredweight or $168 a head. Kelowna also sold 34 head of slaughter hair lambs weighing 65 pounds for $164 a hundredweight or $107 a head. Upper end of the draft sold for $172.50 or $112 a head. Sioux Falls Regional Livestock in South Dakota sold 1,022 head of 125-pound slaughter wool lambs for $191 a hundredweight or $239 a head average. Upper end of that draft sold for $202 a hundredweight or $252 a head. Producers Livestock in Texas sold 332 head of slaughter hair lambs weighing 76 pounds for $199 a hundredweight or $151 a head. Upper end of the draft bringing $221 a hundredweight or $168 a head. Producers Livestock also sold 256 head of 74-pound slaughter goats for $277 a hundredweight or $205 a head. Upper end of that draft on the goats bringing $300 a hundredweight or $222 a head. Let's break down your regional price quotes on the week. Wool lambs 20 to 40 pounds, $167 to $230 a hundredweight. 40 to 70 pound wool lambs, $150 to $209 a hundredweight. 70 pounds and up, $137.50 to $207.50 a hundredweight. Hair lambs 20 to 40 pounders, $150 to $215 a hundredweight. 40 to 70 pounds, $135 to $261 a hundredweight. 70 pounds and up, $145 to $220 a hundredweight. On the wool ewes, stocker ewes not available. Slaughter ewes, though, $40 to $130 a hundredweight. Slaughter rams on the wool side, $60 to $120 a hundredweight. Hair ewes on the replacement side not available, but slaughter hair ewes $45 to $125 a head. Hair rams $37.50 to $145 a hundredweight. On the kid goats, 20 to 40 pounds, $125 to $306 a hundredweight. 40 to 70 pounders, $150 to $335. 70 pounds and up is $170 to $335 a hundredweight. On the withers, 70 pounds and up, $216 to $292 a hundredweight. On the does, slaughter does, medium and fleshy, $100 to $250 a head. Replacement does, $150 to $250 a head. On the slaughter goat bucks, $160 to $330 a hundredweight, and not enough of an applicable trend on the breeding bucks this week. That is the Midwest Sheep and Goat Market Report. Enjoy the rest of your July. Look forward to talking to you in August.